There's a lot of irony around this song. For example, in 1984, Ronald Reagan used "Born in the USA" as his official campaign song. That makes no sense. The song is against the government. It's against the U.S. and Ronald Reagan. He just totally misunderstood the message that Bruce Springsteen was trying to get through, and he used it as his official campaign song. So he shot himself in the foot there, and Bruce Springsteen actually asked him to take it down because it just made no sense. But why do people think that this song is so patriotic? And actually, the lyrics show really the opposite of that. Well, to understand, we have to look at the lyrics. So this is the first verse. So, born down in Dead Man's Town, the first kick I took was when I hit the ground. And looked like a dog that's been made too much. So basically, what he says is he was born in a rough town. He had a rough childhood. He was beat up. So already his life doesn't have the best start. So he's struggling a bit. Maybe it's a commentary on the education system, and makes a lot of sense with the first line here. In the second verse, got in a little hometown jam. So what this means is he got in a fight. So this would make a lot of sense with his education is when he's growing up. It's pretty rough. So he got in a fight, and they put a rifle in my hand. So this is actually an interesting line because in the Vietnam era, pretty sure in the Vietnam era, judges actually, if you fought someone or you did an assault or something, they could actually sign you up to go to war. I mean, it makes no sense. Like, instead of going to jail, you go off to war. Like, this is not accepted today. In Afghanistan, for example, you couldn't do that at all. So because he got in a fight, they sent him off to war. Sent me off to a foreign land to kill the yellow man. So this is a clear description of the Vietnam War. So third verse is when he comes back home. Come back home to the refinery. Highwayman says, "Son, if it was up to me." So he's trying to get a job at the refinery. He can't get a job. So this is a commentary on how veterans are treated. Went down to see my VA man. VA is Veterans Affair. So people take care of veterans. He said, "Son, don't you understand?" So he can't help from the VA either. So it's a big commentary on how veterans, not only of Vietnam War, this applies today, of the war in Afghanistan or Iraq. Like, these veterans were badly treated, and they don't have many opportunities when they come back. They don't have much help either from the government. The fourth verse is, I had a brother at Khe Sanh, which was a battle, fighting him off the Viet Cong. They're still there. He's all gone. This is probably my favorite line. Fighting off them Viet Cong, who were the enemies of the U.S. during the war. They're still there, so the Viet Cong won the war. They're still in Vietnam, but he's all gone. So this has two meanings. Either he's dead, he's gone, or he came back to the U.S., but the person he was before he left, it's gone. He's been destroyed by the war, he's totally changed, and he's suffering from PTSD, and he's a different person. So you can see it in multiple ways. So this is, what I love about this song is just the irony that's around it. Like, a lot of people think it's patriotic, like Ronald Reagan, for example. But, like, you really have to go into the lyrics and understand the lyrics and the historical context to understand that's actually an anti-war song. And it's similar in that way to CCR Fortunate Son, which is used a lot in war movies, but it's actually anti-war as well. So there's a recurring thing that happens here, and it's anti-war songs that are used as pro-war songs. So I think that's an interesting movement.